turn it up on their home floor. Irving drives in. Drummond trying to get himself free. Banked in off the glass. And both teams tonight, Greg, can go deep into their benches. It seems like a growing trend.
Yeah, I think teams are digging deeper more than ever before, and even getting into two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys.
To the paint. Here's Simmons.
Beautiful ball movement from Kevin Durant. Easily finding his shooters that are ready to knock him down.
On the wing, George. Here's Leonard driving inside. And it goes down 2 points.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Leonard with the bucket.
For a guy who hit only 25% of his threes in college, Kawhi has become one of the NBA's best at the wing position.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him. With Zubac on the floor, you know what you'll get. Gives great effort when he's engaged.
Also, the plus is, GA, he does a good job of rim running. He also dives well off pick and rolls, and combined with his offensive rebounding, gives you some size in the middle. The long strides of Durant gliding through the lane. Throw it down, big fella.
Left side, Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Clock at 6. Back to Jackson. Here's George. Zubac trying to break loose. And that one's good, George.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Now here's Simmons. Curry is inside. Curry on the wing. Hits the target from 18 feet.
In that pass-first nature of Simmons, outstanding at understanding when his teammates are open.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. George with no one around. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. George has got 5 points so far. .141 left here in the first quarter. To the middle. And Simmons slams it in.
A creative playmaker. I love when Kyrie zips it to his teammates.
Pass to Zubac. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
So for the Nets.
First team foul.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Clippers.
Their passing has been excellent here early. A lot of their baskets coming off an assist. That should set a great tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
Next foul.
Pass to Zubac. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
And up to this point on the season, he's set a pace of right around 73% when he gets to the line.
And both free throws good for Zubac. Nets trail by 3. Here's Mills. And he banks in the layup.
One of the best standstill shooters in the league. Mills getting better at scoring off the dribble.
Outside Jackson. Here's Zubac. Outside Leonard. Fires from deep. Hands it from downtown. Leonard's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Los Angeles. Shot's good by Mills. He has 6.
You know, he's not someone who spends a ton of time in the painted area, but Patty Mills looking comfortable on that one.
Outside for George. This one for 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. The basket counts, and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
First team foul.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
In 2006, when Aldridge was drafted, he went 2nd overall. Judging from the multiple All-Star appearances, that's justified.
Pass to Jackson. Down low. And that one's good. George has got 10 points in the game.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Clippers lead by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified the right matchups, and the execution is there.
Pass to Hartenstein. Just free to shoot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Nets trail by 4. And here's Mills. Pass to Griffin. A second chance effort. The kick out to Brown. Beyond the arc. He can't hit that time. And the Clippers will come the other way. Here's Leonard. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
You can see the work Kawhi has put into his ball handling. He gets separation almost any time he wants.
Griffin. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Lob pass to George. And it's George finishing it off.
The trust George has built with his team, they know he'll finish strong if they feed him. Reggie Jackson can still provide scoring. Maybe not at the 19 points per game level he once did, but he can still make an impact.
Here's Powell. Pass to Hartenstein. Lays it up and banks it in. Hartenstein's got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And Reggie Jackson, Steve, as you said, not the big scorer he once was.
He's got a reduced role, Kevin, on this team right now, but he can still get you a bucket when needed. Credit to Reggie Jackson for staying ready at all times.
Called on
And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time.
personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Now, here is George. Hartenstein can't get it to go.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Clippers leading by 6. Pass to Powell. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
We see this every night from Norman Powell, putting on his hard hat and going to work.
Outside Irving. Good on the three-point shot. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
2 minutes remain in the first half.
Leonard inside.
2 minutes.
10 points for him. Here's the teardrop. It's tipped. And he recovers it. They get it again.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Left side Irving. Pass to Claxton. Durant inside. The shot, no good. 80 that time from Leonard. Clippers leading by 5. Powell, no one around him. A three-pointer off the mark.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back. This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
I find it really interesting to talk to KD about his origins. Says every memory he had growing up involved basketball. Skip prom and stuff like that. He was just focused on the game.
George, no good.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Back to Simmons. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Inside. And it's George missing.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
Foul.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
KD looking around. To the inside. Here's Aldridge. Nice move. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. We've got 22 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Mann. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
They are just killing him on the interior.
The Clippers shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Irving attacking. On the wing, Irving. 1 second left. Oh, my goodness, with no time left on the clock.
Without a moment to spare, he guts this one out.
Coaches always talk about closing quarters strong. Can't do it much better than that.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half.
That's his first personal foul.
And down the road, Greg, which current player might make for the best coach?
Well, I'm always partial to the point guard. And if you're looking for leadership, man, Chris Paul, Mike Conley, those guys I think are destined to coach. I think LeBron would be a great one as well. But I got a sneaky suspicion he just tried to hold the team.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Outside for Durant. Simmons left side. Back to Durant. And the rejection by Zubac. Now George. 12 points for him. Pass to Zubac. And Leonard has it in the corner. 5 to shoot. Launches it. He can't get that one to fall. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And
that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul. Now in the lineup for the Nets.
Simmons inside. Pass to Drummond. Oh, and the jam by Drummond.
Oh my, not just a good athlete, Andre is a freakish athlete. Something that really shines when he's creating highlights.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Irving drives in. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
It's amazing how Kyrie can take contact, contort his body, and complete the play.
If you look at the leaders in rebounding, it's almost a sure thing that Drummond's name is going to be near the top of that list. That's the kind of impact on the boards he's made over his career.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered his critics.
He's certainly playing at an elite level. VA, thank you. Both teams deciding to change it up. And Greg, when it comes to players who've led the league in rebounding, very few have done it as many times as Drummond.
And of the guys that have done it more than twice, like Andre, I've got some good news for him. Every one of them is either in the Hall of Fame or soon will be.
That's his second personal foul.
The Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a little. Surprising, given that Morris is a solid shooter and a pretty good defender and rebounder.
Here's Mills. Got a piece of it. Here's Powell. Outside for George. Back to Powell. 6 on the shot clock. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. The Clippers have been perfect so